To me, D-SAGA means having a safe place to go to, where you don't have to worry about people judging you all the time for who you are, and you know, go to D-SAGA for a sense of family.
D-SAGA means family to me. I didn't get a very good relationship with my family growing up. My mom kicked me out of the house when I was a teenager because of a lot of issues and because of my sexuality, and so I never really knew what it was like to be friends with people who accepted me for who I am, even if I was weird and crazy. You know, all the churches I used to go to when I was younger, you had to conform, you had to be like them, you had to watch what they watched and read what they read and say what they said, and I feel like I can be myself at D-SAGA, and it's a place where I can be accepted.
I feel like as D-SAGA alone, it's good. We have a lot of support through faculty and staff, but if we look at the community as large, it's still very growing. We're still getting places. We're slowly trying to get more an inclusive language here on campus through housing and through like rights for employees.
Ferris, I believe, is working to better like the population of other students, to like be more accepting of the community. Personally, in housing, I work for housing, and so I know that being part of housing, we're trying to create more LGBT-friendly housing and try to like get the word out there that if there is anybody who needs like gender-neutral housing or like somebody who will be accepting, we're trying to work on being able to spread that word and get it out there in the most positive way possible.
My biggest challenge would be family members. Like none of my family knows as much as I do about the LGBT community, and like only my mom kind of accepts. Like one time I told her I was like, I think I might like girls, and she kind of like shut up and was really quiet about it. And my aunt kind of like doesn't understand why I surround myself with a bunch of people that are in the community, so it just feels like family issues.
The biggest challenge we have at Ferris is educating people, like getting people to like reach back when we reach out to them. We have booths on the quad sometimes, and when people walk by, it's difficult to like react when they don't react very well to us. So I think that's one of our biggest challenges, like reaching out.
On campus, we hold Pride Weeks, one in the fall and one in the spring, that recognize the really large National Coming Out Day, such as that's in August, and then National Day of Silence for remembering those who may have committed suicide or attempted to because of the way that they've been treated in their life.
We hold events that are educational. We have our Fall Pride Week, which spans from having an Ally Day to a right to trying to show everyone all the different rights that we do not have being same-sex couples or being in the community. Also trying to teach people about the different identities within the community, not just the LGBT, the lesbian, bisexual, gay, transgender, but also talking about asexual and anybody, things that no one really knows.
I love hanging out with the people. I like cooking, and you know, I don't have family reunions that I go to, so I make family reunion food and then invite people over to my house, and then I get to hang out with my D-SAGA family, and I'm geeked about that. I like that.
mainly just the people. Like, I came into D-SAGA and just everybody I met, I felt like I could instantly be friends with. Even like the people that I necessarily didn't make like a super connection with are still people that I feel comfortable talking to, or just generally saying hi to, like just good connections.
I chose to join D-SAGA 2 years ago now, ish. I ended up going with a friend, and once I started going, I really, really loved it, so I never stopped going. So.
I chose to join D-SAGA because I was in honors my freshman year, and I had to join an RSO, and I thought that it would be interesting to become part of the community. Growing up, I never really had a way to be a part of it or do anything for it. And so I went to D-SAGA to see what it was about and to try and help like further betterment of the LGBT community.
I feel that we're slowly making it more of a understanding campus. We're here, we're not going away, we're not as different as you, like we're the same people, we just like the same gender, or even like we have our straight allies, so we like the opposite gender just like everyone else.
It's just knowledge, like knowing what the LGBT community is, being less afraid of what you might think they are. The key to acceptance is knowing, so it's just making progress towards acceptance.
Diversity is where a bunch of people have differences, and those differences contribute to the greater whole. Like, we have some people who are gay and they really want to talk about it and get out there and educate people, and then we have some people who just kind of want to sit at the meetings and be quiet and absorb the information and learn, and then they reach out to other people, so quiet people can feel like they have a place, and loudmouth people like me can feel like they have a place, and Christians can realize, hey, you can be gay and be a Christian, and pagans can realize, hey, we accept pagans too, and so everybody comes together and the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
I consider diversity to be all the small things that make us different from each other, but also help us be the same and unite into a single community.
You can be gay and be Christian. That was a big one for me. I didn't realize that until I started going to D-SAGA, and I thought that I had to give up church and that I couldn't, be part of that anymore, and it was a huge part of my life. And then I realized, hey, there's gay people that are Christian. You can do it, and so that made me really happy.
Oh goodness, is there anything? Don't be afraid to, if you don't feel comfortable around someone that is in the LGBT community and you just have a fear of them for some reason, break through that, because once you get to know people, you'll just realize they're just people.